So if you have a CNC and you don't have an enclosure, you have this problem. There are chips everywhere, including your shoes, maybe sandals. I was looking in internet and there is this company called ProCut CNC. They have an enclosure for the G0704, but I wasn't ready to spend $3,200 on the enclosure itself. So I'm learning Fusion. So I'm putting together this kind of a sketch for me to be able to figure out and price it. So I costed it across maybe $350. I did have this desktop that I was planning to refurbish and use for this. So the first thing that I did is just measuring the middle. So that way I can cut the hole and you see how. So right now that we are removing this part, it will allow me to put it under the tray of the CNC. I wasn't sure that it will work, but actually turned out to be very good. It's just 4 screws and going across, and it was pretty solid. I thought that we will need maybe some legs, but no, I didn't. So the other thing is the aluminum that is extruded and it's 20 by 20, and also corrugated plastic in order to put the walls. There is another tool that you might need, which is a bandsaw. It will make your life a lot easier if not you're gonna have to cut them manually. The other thing that you're gonna need are the different connectors. I personally like the ones that look like a triangle, and I will add all of the products links in the description. Make sure that you're doing all of your measurements so that way you don't have to waste a lot of material. But right now it's just a matter of measuring properly and putting it together. This one actually is pretty good connector, so in that way you don't have to waste a lot of the extruded aluminum, and you can just put the parts together like that, and it has some Allen wrench that comes with the parts. So here is where you start trying to see how it's coming across. I created the 2 panels for the enclosure just to help me to visualize. So very quickly I noticed that I needed to connect different pieces basically, and I have these connectors for the corners, but I didn't need one of the parts, so I basically only needed 3. So in that way you can connect kind of the bottom, the front, and the lateral. Oops, and I drop it there. All right, that once that I was able to put it in place, I was connecting it, and I just noticed that there is a gap and I have to disassemble again. So there was a lot of back and forth, even that you are measuring, because the sizes of the panels. The other thing that was interesting is that I noticed that you can just put them on top of it and it will clamp inside of the aluminum, which actually is pretty cool. So in that way you don't have to disassemble everything. So I wasn't aware of that. Some of the parts can do that, others can't. So suddenly I made another mistake. So these screws were, in theory, they're supposed to be able to go through aluminum, but it's okay, I was able to recover. One of the nice things about the corrugated plastic panels is that we can bend them in order to pop it inside of the frame. Now we're gonna put together the panels for the doors, and I'm using the same technique with the triangular connectors to create a rectangle. So for these panels I made the decision to make sure that I'm using the transparent acrylic, because obviously I want to be able to see how it's doing the machine, but I did not want to cut them out. So the panels came in basically 2 feet by 3 feet, and that's what I use. I just ensemble it in that way. It's very easy to cut the corrugated plastic. As you can tell here, I'm just moving around for the other side, and the enclosure is coming along very, very well. One thing that you will notice is because you have these gaps, I found out that this duct tape, I guess, but it's water resistant, and you can use it to put together the panels. Again, I was trying to be within the budget. My whole budget for this project was $350, so it was very easy. You might not have this issue on these gaps because I didn't want to buy a 3-ply, so I just used the piece of wood that I had. In some point probably I'm gonna add some resin as a tray. I have seen some other people doing it, but for now I'm not using water coolant. I'm using just air, so in order to remove the chips. But again, maybe in the future I might add something else. There was another mistake here. If you notice, there was a gap, so I needed to add a latch, so in that way I can make sure that it closes. And finally, we're able to test it out, and guess what? It works. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Let me know what else I need to add to my CNC. Leave a comment in the description. Bye.